Alright, let's do this. Not really much of a stretching mood, but I guess I'll do the bare essentials there. Hey there, heroes! My name is Hero Girl. I'm a friendly local neighborhood hero tuber, and I'm also a professional idea haver. Welcome to the Daily Grind. Normally, this would be a Final Fantasy Friday. But as you can see, it is neither final, even though it is fantasy. On Friday. What? No. Ron is currently out working a convention. I'm currently in his pocket while he is working convention. Congratulations, Fran. Have a good weekend. It's currently Friday the 3rd. And, I don't know. I started to get some weird tummy pains earlier, right after I took my shower. I was planning on heading out just to, like, grab some donuts, grab my birthday cake. I couldn't even do that. I feel absolutely wretched. But here we are. Telling you, chat. One person should not be responsible for your groceries, because as soon as that person goes away, you realize how important that person was to holding up everything in the family unit. That's alright. Get our husband going out to grab bread. We can have sandwiches. Gonna have like a late lunch or whatever. Fine. Cool. We're just gonna do our normal routine. Do a little bit of magic. We'll do a little bit of Final Fantasy. And then hopefully on Monday, we will be feeling perfectly good. We'll feel perfectly right. Next week is our monthly 2 days off to take care of wife. Our monthly wife care. So, you know, spotty. Don't care much for the disruption to my routine, but here we are. Anyway, I've been spending most of the day just like tinkering some decks. Tinkering with some old decks, coming out with a fresh eye after probably like months to a year of not playing them. In fact, I realized it was stream time right after a food chain player failed to click through their combo fast enough. I think they were just like a battle step away from actually being able to get it done. So be it. Let's see. How do I feel about... We're up against Bonnie Paul Clear Cutter. This card, I am not a fan of this card. Comes into play, she makes a big ox, and then she just has whenever you attack, you draw a card, and then you put a land from your hand on the battlefield. This is like a really deck. We might be able to go fast enough with this Solemn Synthesizer. Not too worried about not having the green because we have Umbrella coming up. And the Simulacrum Synthesizer can also help us dig towards our green. We got some way to clear out some mana dorks here. We got lots and lots. Lucky, thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you. Yep, they're going to play into the north. I had to figure out, am I playing... That Wash Away will help out eventually. I have to play one of these. One's color mana, this color mana. Go ahead and play the Siren first, I think. And then next turn we can go ahead, we'll play the Synthesizer, play Enchanter. I might end up like... Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna hold up Wash Away. They are just like turboing out stupid fast now. Go ahead and grab our green-white. We have all the colors of the rainbow. Actually, hold on. Nope, undo that. This thing has vigilance. We get a free bonk. Synthesizer is probably the only way we really keep up. Sentinel's not going to be fast enough. Golden Tarn similarly. Not going to be fast enough. If I played in the Witch Enchanter, I don't think... I need something. Feeling better today? I feel better, like, health-wise. I feel less better, tummy-wise. I don't know if it's, like, stress, residual stress, or, like, residual illness or what. Was not feeling good today. Let's see. You exile all artifacts and creatures made by 2 less. You don't do jack shit against Bonnie Paul. So I guess Ligrella does something against her. Portable Hole only hits mana value 2 or less, so that could actually hit the Yox. That's 5, 6. I hit that. They can't just draw a land and then play it. It might be worth playing the counter that. Also got the Star Cage, out exile the Siren and the Signet while making a big guy. I don't hate that. But I would also lose my Siren in the process. So go ahead, play the then we get the token. Yeah, we'll go ahead, play there. Play like a 1/3. Hit. Ready to get back home for the movies in time to catch the stream? Ah, that's great. What'd you end up watching? Cough, cough, cough. What is this? 8 mana, put each card exile this to its owner's graveyard, then create 2 robots. Sack the artifact. Yeah, well, thank you so much for the lurk. Went to see Super Mario Galaxy movie. Ooh. Alright, that's good stuff. Super Mario Galaxy good. Or at least I hope it's good stuff. That first movie was like really, really bland. Go ahead, we'll take that there. Then we got want to get rid of Bonnie Paul. Let's go. Yes. Yeah. Full stop. Definitely a lot of Easter eggs for the fans of the games. If you enjoyed the first one, you'll like this one too. That actually has like really bad connotations though, because like I didn't like the first one at all. The first one was just like super, super bland. IMO. The blandest of soups, in fact. And wait, why are you scooping? Like, I guess, like, you can attack him with Bonnie Paul, trade with, like, the Construct, I guess. Oh, I'm kind of running out of gas here. Like, the first movie was so inoffensive that it didn't end up saying, like, anything, was my impression. It wasn't bad, it wasn't good, it just, like, existed, it felt like. And it also felt like it had the barest hint of a theme of a story, right? Because it's allegedly about Mario wanting to build a name for himself, but, you know, learn to be proud of himself and all that. It has like Seth Rogen playing Donkey Kong later on, and kind of echoes that, but it doesn't say it in a way that's like strong or meaningful. Yeah, it's you go to see this movie to see characters that you recognize in a movie. Would have liked Fox McCloud appearance more if they hadn't given away on social media beforehand. Well, then that means it's probably not a good appearance, right? Because like, we've talked about this before, chat. There are points where spoilers and twists are actually really important to keep under wraps. You know, you don't want to spoil yourself going in. But if it's something like hey, by the way, we have a special guest appearance by this character, then like that guest appearance by that character should really mean more than just like, oh, it's the thing. I recognize the thing. It's the thing. I don't know. I'm glad that you enjoyed it though. Like honestly, the important thing is that you felt like you got your money's worth enjoying the cinematic experience. And if nothing else, I'm sure it's like a movie that you can rewatch with like the niece and stuff. Yeah. The optimizer. This hand doesn't do a lot, but does like get the might stone, weak stone, I guess. I'm trying to figure out what the hands that we want for this look like. It was a good appearance, but at least there was another appearance that they didn't give away. Doesn't come up till post credits. Always cracking this. Needs to be a drop though. We can go optimizer. One more land we can play the might stone, weak stone. Otherwise, I'm just gonna hold up the negate, I guess. Whenever one more birds you control attack, look at that many cards on top of your library. Put one into your hand. Any number of lands onto the field tapped. Got 2 green sources. I'm missing like gas for this deck. That's just kind of straight up what I'm missing, is I'm missing gas. There's no real reason for me to like blink any of these. I can just hold up negate. That'd be that. Play up both of these idiots. I'm not expecting like any sort of path effects, I guess. I guess there's a world where they could be Bant control. They could just like choke us away to redraw cards. I feel like you would have better options than though. And we have like, yeah, as long as it's not like a spring if we have negate. Towards the plowshares on 12. That's. I'm fine with losing 12. I really just want to save negate for a haymaker. Cultivate. Sure, you can cultivate. Got Lagrella to deal with any like big creatures, and I've got negate to deal with anything that tries to deal with Lagrella, I guess. I'm gonna need. Maybe I need like a curiosity or something. Nope. I am like flooded hard. I guess they just like have a cityscape leveler, I guess. Sure. I mean, I'll make it so that way Lagrella exiles Esper Sentinel. And they just like, they get back Choco. Are they really just playing bad control, maybe? Side quest, raise a choke. Sure. How am I drawing like stone cold nothing? Oh, Nadu. Sure, yeah, that is a bird. Yep. I need this. Phase. Okay, so apparently I went too hard on just like throwing in ramp cards and no draw payoff. That's unfortunate. Like, we just need to draw like one big thing that I think we start pop. Are you kidding? I'm gonna have an aneurysm. I mean, like, I know that magic just like does this, but when it happens, you're just like, kidding me? Are you really, really kidding me? For real? Sure. I know this Kami of the Grove is actually just... Yep, they get to go ahead. They get to look at 2 cards, add 1 to their hand, put any of their lands, got the rest. Now I can Might Stone, Weak Stone, and get rid of Nadu for good. And then, yeah, we need to surveil again. Nope. I really didn't add, like, any gas to this whatsoever. Oy vey. Does Nadu actually, like, do a lot besides just, like, make it so that way targeting stuff trades properly? That's actually probably about right. Am I supposed to draw cards, actually? I think I'm actually supposed to draw a card. That's technically what I said. Soul Herder with Disciple of Freylis is huge, actually. Yeah, that's actually pretty big. The question is just like, what order do I want to start like putting? And it probably means going... Here's Ligrella. Get rid of Nadu for sure. Oh, they have a pact and negation to stop whatever I have next. That's okay. I might just get got here because I just did not draw anything. I'm gonna have to rethink how much ramp I'm dedicating versus my payoffs. I need to, like... Yeah, I think I need to stitch out on my... Yeah, birds. I'm already sealed and I didn't put the Freylis on top. So they just packed whatever I play. I know I have top end. all in all, wasn't expecting a cinematic masterpiece made by the same studio that did Despicable Me and the previous films. It was good for what it was. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Like, that's pretty much like my experience with the original movie. It was like, it's technically fine. Like, it just doesn't inspire anything, though, you know? Okay, let's for a second. Put in a ton of ramp. That way, all of this would be enabled. That just, like, doesn't... I don't think I need that anymore. Like, let's go ahead and cut out the signets. And let's put in more good draw effects. Put in Florian Revealed. Like, we're not going to be looking for too much. Yeah, actually. That's one that lets me, like, dig and draw. Just a couple more for card flow. I did want to get, like, more actual factual count. Let's see. Legrello's a soldier. This cat would be okay, but we're expecting these games to go longer. I would like to run actual factual counterspell, but I'm worried about, like, the double blue. Disdainful Stroke is alright, but I need some. I'm looking at, like, want something. Budget now can be removal as well, so that maybe that's what I want. I'm still kind of running into that issue of, like, I don't really want to be linking my mana dorks, but I guess, like, if there's nothing else, at least they come back with a couple counters on them. If anything, I'd say the only thing I was mad about was the celebrity voicing. Donald Glover as Yoshi. Cool, but it's still Yoshi, so he didn't talk. It's funny because my wife and I are actually watching Community right now. Ah, this doesn't... Got turn one, turn... Hold up, man. This could work if we dig for something with the hedge. Not going to be beating the allegations that they turn one Thoughtseize us. Turn one Thoughtseize, take our enchanter is actually really... That kind of just, like, fills into exactly what I mean, though. Like, these Mario movies have been all substance and just, like, nada. No, they've been all style, like, all sheen, and just, like, almost no substance. At least from that first one, because it's like, what? They got Chris Pratt to voice Mario? Why is it Chris Pratt? Because it's Chris Pratt. I just want to make sure I hit more. The worst case would be us bolting with Witch Enchanter and then them, like, passing and doing nothing. Fortunately, we have Flooded Strand here to help. Because now we can go ahead and grab the white blue or white green with this to help pay for this Gearhulk. Furious Perfect. That is one that I'm probably going to use Perilous Snare on, actually. Yeah, so if we grab Perilous Snare, I want to grab... That's a land. We can counter Marlon Faye next turn. We can counter Marlon Faye next turn if we need to. So then what do we want to do? I would like to keep Marlon off because as obnoxious as she is... Wait, no, she can't do a whole lot if we just get rid of the perfect, right? Yeah, so then let's just deal with Snare now. We'll hold this Mana Leak for... Okay, yeah, sure. I'll take a free speed. Let's see. This enters as a copy of an artifact or creature we control, so we can actually use this as a secondary snare. Leovold. That is a pretty bad card for us to be seeing. So then, if we cast Lagrella, good. Cast the Metamorph, make a copy of the Snare, hit the Leovold. They do get a redraw off that, but like we keep them off of a really big card. And then next turn we can play Mana Leak while keeping up anything else. They get the Patriarch's Humiliation? How's that fair? Well, that means that the... No, the effect's already gone, right? Okay, they don't want to find out. That's great for us. I want to hold on to this Witch Enchanter as much as possible. Grab green, white. Just needs to be like white. Let's grab white, actually. Because now what I can do is I can go Clear Cutter with backup. Yeah, we can go ahead, play the Clear Cutter. Hold up Mana Leak. Just chill. And next turn we can use Lagrella, bounce the Clear Cutter. That's pretty bad, actually. Hate that a lot. So they get to destroy kind of no matter what. Yeah. Now they get Leovold back. They cast a spell. They don't get the lance. All right. Okay. Do I need to play the Witch Enchanter? Probably. Yep, they get a redraw off the Leovold. Not where we want to be. Essence Flux. Again, not where we want. Drop Skrelv. Pass the turn. Now they can just like play a bunch of stuff. Don't like this at all. Bit. Yep. Get our Wash Away, which does them absolutely no good. That's something. Decisive Denial. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look. What do we want? We want probably Drix Interlacer. Then Portable Hole? I feel like Portable Hole is probably the... And then just chill, huh? What are they holding in their hand? Okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and activate this now. Target creature you control fights target don't control. Just so that way they don't get a chance to cast anything like really expensive. They hit our split skin doll, they hit Eternal Wanderer, they can cast a split skin doll and they just like get a draw. Can't do a whole lot about that. Alright, Marlin's currently blocking our gear. Let's see if we can fix that. I should be holding this for a surveil. I should be holding it for a surveil. Okay, then. Do what to do. I can start using Skrelv. I can't start using Skrelv. Here's Thassa. We're at a standstill right now. We're at a standstill and we're gonna end up popping here in a second. No attacks. End turn. Skrelv is currently the only thing keeping my babies alive. And they're done. Okay. It's not bad. Definitely not what we ideally want, but it's not bad. Clear Cutter would come back with enough power to just like start punching through Marlin. We're not going to be going for like the full Friday 4 hours. We're just going to be doing a couple of hours. I've got plans to have Good Friday with the in-laws. So, you know, enjoy things while they last. Family time, eh? Yeah, so here's the craziest thing, right? We have had... This is going to be the 4th family get-together since, like, Christmas. And my wife and I have been sick for at least half of that. Which is insane. I really don't like our chances here, but... maybe the opponent will spontaneously explode and we'll just get the win. We've been sick for like half of them. Like, we missed the Christmas one. We missed the, well, yeah. We missed the one that was supposed to be a little later than that. I can't remember what it was for. We managed to make the one that was to celebrate my husband's birthday. And we're almost missing this one. I'm still a little sniffly. But we're coming off the cold, so we should be fine. And also, like, you know, we always get to take home a decent amount of leftovers, probably, maybe. And considering that I've missed 2 weeks of grocery shopping at this point. 2 weeks of grocery shopping? No. I went grocery. Let's just say that, you know, I like my mother-in-law. And I would like to not have to miss a, you know, a free meal. Red Horde Generals, the mono black control, I think. Sentry is alright. Starcade. Not like the most exciting hand. Not like Thoughtseize rips any of this apart, I guess. Got Counterspell. You have Ambush if that becomes relevant. I'm going to have to be careful. If I get like Dark Writ, Dark Writ into Oppression 8, that would actually be really bad. The Eternal Wanderer. I think we can do. Okay, they're gonna go with Cold Steel Heart. We can go ahead and grab our... Full Garden. I might just play the Sentry here just to, like, get something out of there. Oh my god, I am so sniffling. I am so Sniffles McGee right now. I've got, like, do it soon. Bitter, Blue Bearer. I can play Star Cage to get rid of that. Actually, hold on. Just... Okay, they'll use the Deadly Dispute to pop it. Taking home food, sometimes that's the only reason you appear at family gatherings. Yeah. Yeah. Just don't need to do anything right now. X damage to target creature or planeswalker. I'll still have 2 blue after this. Honestly, I'll do this just so that way they don't get to cast their cold. They don't get their Cold Steel Heart right away. 4, 5, 6. For Abomination, how do I feel about that? That could take my counterspell. Now they can cast Lily kind of guilt-free. Not ideal. Gain Life for power. I'm gonna go ahead and give him the Cold Steel Heart. We're doing this just so that way we can have a big guy that comes back and like punches Lily. Decide to do that. Oh, god damn it. They reanimated and got it anyway. And they got my fucking teleportation circle off of it. God damn it. So like, this does remind me that if I want to play like Link decks, if I want to play anything that wants to, you know, Yorion style, play a card, get a value whenever it comes into play, and then play cards that help recycle that. Like, the stupid crime decks love stealing those cards because then they can just like chain cards together that let them continuously steal stuff. And that wasn't even like a crime deck. That was literally just, hey, by the way, I'm playing Abomination because Abomination's a good card. Abomination's probably... Abomination's the kind of haymaker that I think she would... Velos Landwar Emissary. If we're on the play, we're okay. Opponent goes first. But we have Grazer. But we have... They get to play a land. Probably with a dork. I get to play a land and search for a green card. They get to play Morrowind. I'm cycling for green. I play my green dork. Then I don't get to shut off. Or if this had a green source, I'd keep it in heartbeat. This is probably all right. Eternal Wanderers, eh. I can't use Kami though. My Cavern of Souls is actually biting me here. Blitzing Doll is a redraw. I'm not gonna put this on spirit. That seems too big. Humiliation is actually really good here. That would slow them down, and we have Drix Interlacer and a call. Okay. Put back the Gear Hulk. Put back the Gear Hulk, I guess. Not that important for me to humiliation on turn 1. I already set you. I'm gonna hold this Interlacer for after we get a call down. Yes. Congratulations, you have a 2-1 idiot. Well, they have tireless provision. That's no, not nothing. At least get rid of that with Ligrella. What I need right now, though, is a something that there we go. That works. Put back a Ganjo and Island, and then I guess we'll redraw Ganjo. We need to redraw. We want to redraw. And I could get Lost the Provisioner. Next turn. Oh wait, no, we're just gonna redraw that island. Fuck, I was supposed to use Marsh Flats. Oh, hey, it's a Scoot Swarm. Alright, well, that answers that question. All right. No Scoots for you. I'm not gonna deal with any of the tokens this way. Honestly, no, I don't think we're not attacking. We're gonna hold back just so that way the tokens can't get to us for free. If they Ice Tail Explorer. I am officially out of options. At least the Ice Tail Explorer, it doesn't have like a payoff. Okay, so they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna taking. Oh my god! Still have the sniffles. I still have the sniffles. I can grab. I need to grab. Plans for days. Okay. Ponder Enclave. Is now the point where I don't think we care just yet. But we are going to go ahead and grab our actual factual counterspell is a really great draw here. And it means that I am 10,000% not playing Drix yet. They're very closely getting to the point where Autumn draws them but they currently only have 2 power, so they don't have Covenant just yet. Yeah, they're officially at the point now where they just have like mana for days, so Rafellas doesn't actually like matter. Like that's all we really needed. We just needed him to like not. Warzone duplicate use. Per target creature and opponent controls with power less than this creature's power to that creature wasn't a token, conjure a dupe into your hand. That creature wasn't a token. I can only target. Actually, you know what? If I hit Augur, right? Then I can start drawing extra cards. And put a card in your hand. Yeah, we'll grab that sword. They have like all the mana. We just need to stop whatever their draw engine is. Again, Augur doesn't do anything just yet. It lets them look at the top card of their library. We can actually exile that with swords if they don't do anything meaningful this turn. When you cast this spell, target opponent exiles the top half of their library. Well, there goes half our library. What did we... God damn it! They were solid bagging 2 cards. Alright. What do we got here? They got rid of Reflection, Teleportation, Thassa's. They got rid of Stola. Okay. Need to declare. They hit some important stuff, but nothing like huge, I would say. Probably always casting this Augur. Now what? You're just gonna start making like assholes. So then yeah, let's go combat. Attack with both? If I attack with both, they don't have enough to deal with an M, but they have enough to deal with Lagrella. That's such a pain in the butt. They can double block Lagrella, they get back the Tireless Provisioner, they start getting treasures. The treasures don't matter, the food does. I can replay Lagrella next turn though. I can eat the token. Is that worth it? I would get to eat a token. I would get to eat 2 tokens. I think that's worth it. Okay, that's not what they're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna add this bright glass to our hand. I almost had a heart attack. We can play the bright glass. We can. Tribute to the World Tree is a really good card. They have mana for days, and they have double mana because of that, Raphaelis. I really... Ooh, Mindstone Meekstone actually pretty good. Mindstone Meekstone, kill the Explorer. Oh, they're playing the Emrakul. Alright, but now they're completely hellbent. So this is my chance to, like, just, like, get them. Let's Gear Hulk, get rid of S. I have 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't have enough to go Mindstone, Meekstone, and Bright Glass Gear Hulk though. What do we have at the top? Mindstone, Meekstone lets me draw cards, which would get me Perilous Snare. Perilous Snare deals with Explorer. Be able to hit in. That's just like a fact. If I do this, I have 2 mana left. They're gone, chat. They're gone. My options are gone. They got exiled. Okay. Fuck. Fuck in a handbasket. I can't do anything. This would draw me half rounded downs. I could play Skrell, but then I can't actually. God damn it. God damn it. Fucked up. Fucking hecked up. Heck. So then what do I do? That's not nothing, I guess. Fucking a handbasket sounds uncomfortable. You don't know the half of it. Well, now I have to pray that they didn't just top deck a creature. What is this? This is whenever a creature control enters, so they get a redraw if they Nista. No, they're gonna get the Scroll rather than take the free draw. Great Henge, that's also really bad for me. But now I can take care of all their tokens and Raffellos. Ah, shit. When they get a draw? Did they get a draw off that? Heck in a handbasket. Okay. Let's think about this. Let's think about how we're going to do that. We are absolutely playing Pinnacle Star Cage first and foremost. Now we can go ahead and hit Nissa. That's the big thing. I'm trying to think if we're gonna end up overcommitting. Because I've got Synthesizer coming up next turn. That means that all this just goes absolutely nuts. So let's go combat. This goes at Nissa. Then these two always go at Nissa. Then you can pump in there. Maybe I was just supposed to play the Mightstone, Meekstone, and then just like this be the part where they -5 the Explorer. They're gonna get to play the Raffellos almost like no matter what. And that means that they're gonna get at least one redraw off that. At least they have to spend Overlord, sure, yeah, that's a redraw. Get 2 redraws off that. There's Raffellos, he's gonna be a redraw as well. Elvish Mystic, that's a redraw. God damn it. Yep, and then they get to rebuild their board. I'm glad that I got rid of the Nissa, but like, god damn it. It's gonna be really hard for us to get through this without our big money enchantment. Oh, and they just have the Wirewood symbiote, so they can just return an elf to their hand. And then get another... God damn it, god damn it, god damn it, god damn it, god damn it. I'm trying, chat. I'm trying so hard. Or disenchant. Surprised they didn't just use the wood symbiote to get some free draw there. Polluted Delta. Let's play you out off the top. Oh, hello. For each opponent, put up to one target non-land permanent that player controls, third from the top. Okay. Let's go. Boom. Boom. I need to leave the Gearhulk on top. Make this work. Simulacrum's not bad. Okay, good, good, good. I'm not gonna get to cast that Simulacrum. Okay. So now I can put, like, any creature on top. It might need to be the Great Hen. And we're gonna try and just, like, spiral this out of control. Okay. I don't want to crack the fetch. I want the Simulacrum. And we're gonna try and, like, go crazy. And we have no good attacks right this second. Definitely one of those long ones. They could draw, like, an Emrakul at any time, and I would just, like, have to cry. We have no way to give trample beside our thing. Ah, fucking... What, mate? What, mate? Alright, Vorinclex means that they get double mana, and all of our lands get fucking locked down. How am I winning this? I lost Thassa and Ashola and Teleportation Circle. Yep, so I don't have any of my reblinkers. I'm just gonna have to, like, cast as many big artifacts as I can. What do I have in my grave? Of course, a duplicator doesn't work. Patience there. Have anything that's... I guess I can get Skrelv back, and that's an artifact. Yep, and then there they go. I would like to not draw so many cards. Nessa. The mana, fortunately, isn't, like, a huge thing right now. Like, they do just, like, have a million mana. This is actually one of the few decks where Paralysis kind of mattered afterwards. So... any of these, just, like, I need to make these blocks as bad as possible. Oh, sure. Yep. Yep. And then those are 10/10s. Yeah, fuck it. We ball. I just had, like, some form of trample. I think I need, like, a Garruk's Uprising to really make this work. Yeah, I just don't have any 3-cost artifacts I can bring back. Yep. Those can attack in. The Gearhulk doesn't do anything anymore. The Riptide Gearhulk isn't big enough. They can just chump. Flex is essentially time walking me. And I don't know why we're still in this game, chat. That Wirewood Simba that's still there. Allosaurus Shepherd's still there. Doesn't give trample, right? We just need care about that. Like, we have big creatures. It doesn't matter if they just, like, gum up the works. We don't have, like, an overrun or anything to really make this go. I've got 12 cards left in deck. They've got 49. I'm just going to concede. Alright, we need more ways to, like, push through. Can't even really say, like, you know, it's the same as the cards being at the bottom of the deck, because like, I had tutors to try and find ways to punch through that a lot faster. I just straight up lost those cards forever. Would we switch to Final Fantasy at this point? Honestly, no. We can take a break from Final Fantasy. I did a lot of Final Fantasy when I was sick. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab Garruk. Garruk's Uprising should help with this. If you don't know, Legion of Clay is the card that this deck is built around. This is whenever one or more non-token artifacts you control enter, creatures you control perpetually get +1/+1. So the idea is to play Blink with a bunch of good artifact creatures, and then they just like perpetually get bigger and bigger and bigger. So then let's see. Ganama would be alright. I really cool. I guess technically there's Crane, which is an artifact, but I mean, other artifact creatures can still have flying, trample, indestructible, and it is a win. When we get that top in, what are we doing? I actually just really like the idea of using the prototype cards. You can play them for a cheaper, earlier cost, and then blink them with Lagrella to get the final versions more readily. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, we were good at gumming up the board there, but we need more ways to push. So if that's going to be the case, then we need ways to just force that damage. Trample is going to be how we force that. Maybe did we lose our Soul Herder? I don't know if we did or not. Our ramp is doing okay. Big thing. I could replace something with Karn, who makes constructs. We have 2 drops that we want to blend. Permanent Essence. Eternal Wanderer. Link that's also a Wrath, which is pretty good. Eternal Wanderer, if we hadn't sent it to the graveyard toward the beginning of the game, would have been great, but need to see her later. Suntine is usually a really good one to get with liquid. It's not like we don't have other things. It's this 3-drop slot that's the real spot for Titan. What other like 3-cost artifacts are there that we might want to consider? Not the Cerium. Oh, right, we have unidentified hover ship. That is just straight up exile creature toughness 5 for what? Like just straight up an artifact thing that we can exile. That is an O-ring. But actionary cards for it? Yeah, maybe that seems a little weird. Kind of dig it. Okay. Technically, the Thunder's Velocipede also makes our creatures a lot bigger. They enter with additional counters. Plus their mana. That's a crew 3. You just need more ways to like close out the game. Maybe I put like the Vivits in there, the one that conjures planets into play. That could be a really good one, actually, with that sort of blink package. But that's probably getting too weeds for blink versus. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Normally, like I'm not really into Ketramos as an opponent, but Librella actually hits Ketramos too. Go Kami, drops Snow-Covered Island. Maybe parlay that into a Mysto Weak Stone eventually. Thassa is here for setting things. Oh, guess not. I mean, win's a win as far as the Mastery Pass is concerned. I like streaming. I need the regular streaming in my life. My husband came home with donuts. I'm very happy to have the donuts, but I need something a little more substantial than that for lunch. Maybe I should ask him to make me a peanut butter. What did he do that? Okay. It's Petramos again. This time I have Marauder, Teleportation Circle, Artificer. Do I actually want to go Interlacer first and then go into Artificer? This comes to the play tab. So I wouldn't be able to play Ligrella on. Donuts are nice, but you get what I'm saying there? Yeah, I wanted to get the donuts because the donuts are like very specifically a, you know, you're getting this because it's your birthday thing. All artifact creatures in spacecraft you own. I'm actually gonna. Do I want to warp it into play now? Or do I want to play this Drix Interlink? I could have played the fetch land actually. If I play the Interlacer now. You know what? Let's do it. We'll drop the Interlacer now, I think. Make them think that I'm holding up like a washaway or something, I guess. Even though what I really wanted was to go ahead and hit the Marauder. Okay. Here's Marauder. Marauder's gonna give all my boys extra big. I guess they could exile the Marauder now. Target monocolor permanent. Yep, okay. Yeah, it's gone forever. Gone forever. But like, the initial buff is still worth. Yeah, I never set anything up for the Artificer, I guess. What do we need? We need green. Thassa. Thassa's redundancy. I don't mind that. Go ahead, hit Lagrella now. What they'll probably do is they'll probably like spend removal, get rid of Lagrella, get Ketromos back. I'll recast Lagrella on the next turn. We cry, we schmooze, we whatever. Yep, right on cue. The important thing is that like we're making them trade 1 for 1. And we're gonna grab light green, I think. This way that they just don't get the free redraw. Then we'll play the Artificer, we'll play Teleportation. And then there's the PB and J. So like, you know, forgive the ASMR. Oh yeah, an ephemerate style card would actually be. Well, exile an artifact or creature. All right, guess we're dropping Thassa. Pinnacle Starcade. I can hit the Pinnacle Starcade. That gets rid of the Disciple and the Artificer. Interlace. Doesn't like do quite what I wanted to do. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get this teleportation circle set up so that way we can start blinking everything in sight. Sure. That's really bad for me. Whatever, another artifact. So now Ketromos is online. Unless we hit exactly... Yep. Another... Ah, God. Spirited Companion, sure. That's really good with their ephemerate type stuff. Soul Herder is not what I want. Alright. I am literally sad about this. Not a fight I can keep winning. Like, they get to just play, like, removal dot deck. And this is where I'm tapping out. I really, really, really needed another creature to benefit with Lagrella too. Like if I had a draw effect, like it comes into play draw, then losing the Grella is significantly less painful for me. This is a Latimerine. He cheats really fat creatures into play. We have 2 pieces of interaction here for him. We're gonna go Verdant Catacombs to drop a fetch land. I would like to hold on to this Lorien Reveal to reload. That may not be an option. Let's grab green white. This is always going to be... Alright, great. There is no way that I'm actually going to play Ligrella out beforehand. I just like any reason. We're going to go double surveil if we need to. Oh, wait, I was supposed to play the ooze. Whoops. This creature enters, you can sack a land if you do draft a planet. And 1 mana of any color if you control a planet with 12 or more charge counters at... Now I'm supposed to play the... Well, I guess that's a card I'm gonna... That's when it enters, though. I don't want to hit that. Guess that it's gonna be Snare then. Grab our Hedge Maze. Oaken Siren. That does not help us cast Lorien Revealed. I'm not sure how I feel about any of these artifact mana dorks. They're not doing the work that I was hoping they would. Get double. Flexion Net. That's actually really good here. Because now I can go ahead and play the Disciple as a land. Perilous Snare, start the engines running. Now I've got Flash. I've got a draw 3. I've got Ooze, which should be on the field already. World Wave is a pretty good card. Not gonna... Alright, reload. And now we've got Bright Glass Gearhall coming up. Alright, everything's coming up Millhouse. Got double white. Yep, World Weave is basically helping to pay for Latimer's tax. Hate to see that. If I had like an artifact that would just like get rid of them, that would honestly be the ideal. As it is... Okay, there's Interlacer. So I can play this Bright Glass Gearhulk first and foremost. What am I doing with that? I can play Bright Glass. I need something that just like deals. Tap 2 untap creatures you control. Doesn't do anything if I don't have like if it doesn't have like Sentinel out either. I can play the Interlacer. I would love to play the Gearhulk with Ligrella coming back. So then... I think that means... we can't get rid of Corvald. Just can't. Maybe we have to get rid of Sentinel then. Yeah, let's do it like that. No, I fucked up. I only have double white, so I can't actually play the fucking thing that gets rid of... God damn it. Alright, so then we need to use Ligrella. Yeah, we need to use Ligrella then. Means I can play the Ooze, I can play Interlacer. I also have Reflection Net here. I want to hold on to that. Oh, that's something at least. Just exile target card from a great card, make it beat. Oh boy. Keep sniffling. Okay, so at least the Ooze can help power the Interlace. That's something. Gallagher is just a pain. But not a huge one. Yep, just they're gonna keep ramping, so now Latimer doesn't actually matter. We're gonna need to hold all of our removal for like whatever big Ulamog beastie they have. Although he does let him cast creature spells from the top of their... There's a... Look at all those names. Now they're just gonna have a Gaia's Cradle on top of that. Okie dokie. Yeah. Well, Otawara is a good card at least. I already grabbed Temple Garden, so I actually can't grab another white source off this. That is sad. Also very sad. That's actually devastating. Yep. Alright. Okie dokie. See if we can just like get some PP going. If I do this, Reflection Net doesn't. But unless I do this, I can't. Grab Haywire Might in case they have like more green bullshit. Then it's what? Portable Hole? 12 would help me get through mono green. Then I'm just chilling. Actually, hold on. You cost for 3. You are my only interaction right now. This Odawara is hopefully the only thing that saves me. And hopefully they don't just have, you know, cast an Emrakul, take over my turn, sabotage my turn, I cry. And I can use this to bounce. Oh, it's conjure 6 of those fuckers. Yep. They get Marwyn and the Nurturer. If I could search up my cost 3 wipe the board, that'd be pretty great. So maybe what I do want to get like some trophy mages here. If this is like a Cradle Hook, there's not a lot I can do with that. Ah, it's Bahamut. Alright, so yeah, Bahamut gets to come into play. He gets to blow up something. Probably the Interlacer, I guess. The thing about the Perilous Snare. I am just gonna go ahead and get its intensity up a bit. This is what? For target artifact, creature, or enchant. It's still better. Let's save my own inner. Because we're gonna exile Bahamut next turn. Like they have a stupid amount of mana. That's great for them. Not so cool for me. Because now I gotta deal with all these. Target creature you control becomes a copy of creature exiled with this artifact. Activate only as a sorcery and only. Okay, sweet. Let's do that. Now, I am the Summon Bahamut. I really hope I don't fucking die. Do I do Portable Hole then? Yeah, let's do Portable Hole. We'll get rid of... I value 2, right? Alright, let's go ahead and just like reload now. I think drawing 4 cards is plenty good. Comes a copy. Doesn't say perpetual. Teleportation circle with combat thresher is pretty cool. Like some of Bahamut's gonna like trigger next turn, and we get to blow up a library. That's pretty cool. They can make a big elemental. Earthbend. I'm gonna need to like throw out just like a ton of shit. Throw to one target non-land. Have to hit Morrowind and Vladimir. Ah, they just have hoof. Yeah, okay. Wait, Hornet Queen? Not hoof, but Hornet Queen? You don't have hoof? I guess they have nature's rhythm to harmonize. Yeah, harmonize would work. Like, they have to have hoof. Yep, okay, yep, there's hoof. Now they can do hoof math, and I'm just not even gonna bother. Yep, that's hoof math, alright. 155 damage. Plus. And we were doing okay there. These mana dorks aren't doing what I want them to do. I need... Need these guys to... Cards I want to blink. So, cut these 4 out. Weird how we end up not... This is one. Not specifically 1s and 2s. Doesn't really matter much if they're 1s and 2s as long as we cast them before we cast the Grella. The ambitious farmhand, you search for a basic plains. Okay. I'm looking for white heart. What are you thinking? Like Wall of Omens is start. Stops the early aggro, keeps us from getting punched. Is just like a good blink target. But also like, is it just like the stupid Dawn thing? I think it might just be like the stupid Dawn. Like, it's so weird how often that card is the one that makes the cut. Like, sure, yeah, we could play like a Spirited Companion, sure. But I don't think we just want to draw a card. I think... See, you are graveyard. See, there's the Wall of Omens. That's like a slightly more defensive Spirited Companion, probably a lot more effective. The Wyvern's Brian's not gonna... think this is drawn into or neutral. The Fiddle Thip. Dappy is not. Thunderclap train. Dig, but not taking the... Badgermo Club is interesting. Badgermo Club comes into play, animates one of our lands. Now the land taps for additional... does lead into those awkward spots where like they can during our upkeep destroy the thing, so that way it comes back into play tapped and has this mana actually. Gallic Readers makes treasures. Gets bigger. Gains us life. Maybe. Not really like a thing that I want to blink. Mass Vandal would be good removal. Actually, thinking the removal that we have. Chameleon, that's green. We can greens for that type of thing. Did I just like pass the. Oh, there's Wall of Blossoms, aka also a defending blocker. The White Wall of Omens. Green Wall of Omens, if you will. This creature enters, you make a land token. And it's got pay 2, sack it. Search for a basic land, put into play tapped. Well, dude. This one makes a food. This is sack 3 foods to return a historic card from your graveyard to your hand. That's like payoff of the blinking. I think that's probably too far into like the engine territory. Dirtles. We don't want a dirtle. This creature enters or dies, you exile another control. Fear of Change is a fun card, but white one. Frog Prophet. Limit would be not bad, but I don't think it's what we want. Don't. Like I'm going to play both of these walls here because they do such a good job fighting off aggro. Or at least like, you know, temporarily stopping it. Yeah, we need that. Mad that I dissed him. Oh, there is also Charming Prince, Scries, it gains life. Wait, it's another like blink effect. Make sure we get. I'm gonna hazard a guess. And oh wait, there it is. Dawnbringer Cleric. It just does everything, weirdly enough. Raven Inspector is what any sort of one drop that would be, as the kids say, very good. I really think that we okay, let's leave 1 and 2 up real quick. Search artifact. Fiddlebender does search artifacts and also chains them up. For now, Weaponsmith or Ramp. They search for lands and they put on top. It guarantees a land draw, sure. But alright. What mages do we have? What mages search? Let's see. Transit Mage searches for a 4 or a 5. That grabs Simulacrum, Mites of Weakstone. Trinket Mage searches for 1s. Trophy Mage searches for 3s. Probably worth playing the trophy. Well. Okay. I think this works. I'm trying really hard to understand what makes a deck work and what doesn't. Also trying to, like, if I can figure out how to identify fail states and what is causing that fail state, I can become a much better brewer. And then I can actually, like, make videos with confidence that my findings are wood. Okay, 5 color turtles. Much better, I think. Alright, so we got Hushwood Verge. The catacombs have to grab blue and keep them together. That's non-negotiable. I also need white. So this might end up grabbing our tri-land. Because this only grabs our forest. If we need blue and we need white, then this is going to be double white. We need... grab blue white, we'll have double white. So we can actually go ahead and grab our surveil, actually. We don't need the extra green. Grab... No! Nope, I still need to grab headquarters. Because we have triple forest baby. Got Tara Branford here too. I can cast Tara Branford, she'll make a token. And then I'll have exactly 1 mana available. So what I need is wait 1 more turn. Yep, they're playing a bunch of red-green artifacts. I'm not going fast enough to punish them for being a 5-color deck. Assemble the team. I could counter this for tempo reasons, but I think I need to hold up the negate to let Terra, aka Urza, High Lord Artificer, do their thing. Let's see, this just puts a countering mix of food. Your creatures you control get menace, trample, and lifelink. Or not token, enters. Wash away, that's huge actually. Because Terra's a 1/4, she's not going to get bolted off of a random bolt. The token might. The token might. Worldly Tutor. Search for any creature? I don't like that, actually. Let's stop that. Now it's like... shields down? What? You have 2 cards that you haven't played. I'm completely tapped out. And you have enough mana to cast both of them. So I can only grow, like, Terra. I guess. Alright. I'll take it. I'm not really sure what they were trying to build towards. Like, I guess it could have been like 5-color food chain. That food chain deck that we played against earlier had Rocco as a commander. Rocco lets you tutor up any creature and put it onto the field. And they just use that to grab Squeeze so they can go off. Tifa Lockhart. Okay. Okay. If it's Tifa Lockhart, I need to guarantee that I can hit 3 mana. And they're going to go first. Ow. I have a lot of defense, but that doesn't mean jack shit against Tifa. Still not good enough. This is... still not good enough. I can't go down to a 4 with this, so... put back the Lorien revealed, I think. No, actually. Put back the basic island. I can hold on to the Wall of Omens as a redraw. I can just to like save off some early aggro. I really need to get this Annex Sentry going. So let's go ahead and put back the wall then. And what I'll try and do is I'll try and use Sentry to hit Tifa. That is Delighted Halfling. I actually do need to... Actually, no. I can cycle away the Lorien revealed if I need to. And, yep, there's Tifa. Well... Alright, let's see if we die. Alright, that's adventuring gear. Yep, that's really good. Yep, so now she's going to get +2. And that's game. That gear gives her +2/+2 every time a land comes into play. There's 2 fetch lands, so that's going to be 3 fetch lands. And then each time it gets doubled, so after the adventure gear gets +2/+2. The land goes off, gives another +2/+2. And then Tifa's going to double 3 times, cubed, and that's an instant one-shot. We tried. We mulliganed. We have one-drop answers. Just didn't see them. Ooh, actually, I could be playing Rapid Hybridization. And then Lagrella gets rid of the token. That's probably what we want to do. Not often that Rapid Hybridization ends up being a good card in one-on-one. But that's an instance where it works. Delighted Halfling negate. Nothing to back this up. Even though it's got the lands, we need to throw this back. We need action. Don't do anything. And we're up against Nashi, Illusion Gadgeteer. This can be a really obnoxious Sultai control deck. In part because they just use the removal or the counter spells or whatever. They use Nashi, basically get a copy of it, and then also give it flash if it didn't already. We can make this work. And then I'm just going to go ahead and surveil right now. We need a sword. Sun Titan is a good top end for us. Yep, opponent's ramping. I'm just going to make sure we have some early redraws. We have Warzone Duplicator to down some cards and get some stuff for us as well. We have Split Skin Doll that we can play if they don't play anything that we need to get rid of with Lagrella. And then I can even like hold off on playing the headquarters just yet. Terra probably means that we... want to do stuff. Am I playing the Disciple right now? Not yet. But like, we have a stacked hand now. Ah, Malcolm! Yeah, that's a good one for us to hit with Lagrella. It's just going to be a question of... Wait, hold on. Oh, they're missing blue. They have the Solar Transformer to do that, to use though. And they ditch Counterspell. Am I using Lagrella to hit Malcolm, or am I using Warzone Duplicator to set Malcolm back? If I get a Malcolm, that's really good for us. This makes it so that way they just have less that they can do. Let's go combat first. We don't want to just like give him a free cast on Malcolm, trade with a split skin for whatever reason. They could counter the Warzone Duplicator. They might have something that could do it. But right now they're stumbling. They need to rely on their Transformer to do it. Alright, that works. Guess we're going to drop Lagrella next turn now. And now they have both a blue online. Right now it's just counter magic. I want to hold on to this teleportation circle until they have put down their shields. Lucky, thank you so much for the hydrate. Aggressive. If that Malcolm gets to resolve with counters on it, that's really good for them. You need 4, right? I can use this Otawara. So let's go combat. I would prefer them not to just like get the Malcolm for free. Using the Otawara eats up my entire turn. And it can't be interacted with. Unlike Lagrella. So unfortunately, I do need to play around potential counter magic. Or even like an Essence Flux. Okay, yep, this is a good time for us to do it. And leave out the fetch land, actually. We leave ourselves open to a potential oppressive agent, but we stand to play like Clear Cutter. Clear Cutter into Lagrella would be pretty good. We don't actually get to use Lagrella to take out Malcolm, but at least we slow Malcolm down. They probably want to play Nashi. Probably want to play Nashi. Aether works Marvel. Put your graveyard, get an energy, pay 6 energy, look at the top 6, cast a spell from on the 3. Okay. What do we want to make sure we got? Anything white. Don't take me out of context. Legion of Clay. That's a really important card for us to have. So we get to do that. I can't Legion of Clay and do anything else. This is my chance to potentially double spell, though. I could play Terra. This is just whenever one more non-tokens you control. If I play Terra, my artifacts suddenly tap for blue. Including this Legion of Clay. Or not including this Legion of Clay, but like, you know what I mean? So we could potentially go... Here's Terra Bradford. They can't Malcolm and do that. Now we get a token. And now... Here's Teleportation Circle. They can Malcolm if they want, or they can counter. Now we're going to go to the end step, and I am going to blink Terra. And again, they can either Malcolm or they can kill her, but they can't do both. Alright, so they're electing the Malcolm. Which means we get another construct, which means that we are now officially in beatdown territory. And if they're playing Malcolm, then they're not looking to get a Wrath played. Destroy target non-land permanent. That would destroy either Terra or the Circle. I'm gonna go for Terra. Mill 3 cards. You may discard a card, return target creature or land from your graveyard to hand. Alright, what we have is Stola. Stola's pretty cool. What does this Stola do? Oh, they use Nameless Inversion on that. They have Sun Titan. if I play Legion of Clay, everything just starts getting bigger forever. I could play Lagrella and the Clear Cutter. Get rid of Malcolm. I think I like that. Okay, so let's go combat first and foremost. Attack with everything. Even though I guess I could have played the Clear Cutter first. Yeah. Now I'm going to exile the Clear Cutter with Lagrella. So that way... Yeah, I should have played the Clear. If they do eat Clear Cutter, we'll have a ton of mana. And I could just use the circle to blink the Splitskin doll. I could probably blink the Wall Blossoms instead, actually. Okay, so they're gonna return her to hand. That's... do I want to blink the Clear Cutter then? That gives me a huge amount of mana if so. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go for mana rather than redraw, because I have so much to do. Alright, they're gonna go ahead, hit me with Malcolm. They're gonna try and go for a redraw. We got lucky surviving the early game, but we also have to be careful because they have Shifting Woodland. So Shifting Woodland, it lets them pay 4 mana to turn this into a copy of anything that's in their graveyard, but only if they have all the types, which they do. Looks like they're trying to play a Nashi Energy deck, which, like, hey, you know what? Kudos. That's a little spicier than the usual Sultai soup. Aqua just couldn't get there. Feels more like Nashi Proliferate. Ah, well. That's basically what we want to do. I definitely think adding the Wall of Blossoms there helped out a lot. Just by being something that helps us dig further in a lot more quickly. Alright. It's a Friday. It's a Friday. I don't know if Lila's going to be streaming or not. Haven't seen anything likewise. Let's go ahead and take a quick look. Is she live? Oh. So, tell you what, chat. We're going to go ahead and start... Oh, hold on. Do we have time for, like, one? Yeah, we got time for, like, one more game. Maybe not one more... Yeah, we'll play one more. Look. I was thinking maybe this deck goes a little too long, but ending it now would be ending it just a little bit early, and I'm fine with going a little bit later. Because today would normally be a, 4-hour day. No one streaming for you besides your usual Retro Crush and Shout? Yeah, we'll probably go Raid Snow. We'll Raid Snow for Fran's benefit. This is what? Exile target creature or enchantment. Synthesizer is our path to victory here. This exile's a creature. That's probably not going to be relevant. And we have a Ponder. Let's go ahead and use that now. You have to worry about, like, potential Thought Seizes, too. All these are pretty decent. We'll have Ultimate City, we'll have Marauder to set up. Yeah, I think I'll take this draw. Next turn we can go ahead, we'll play the Ambush. There's Curse of Silence on Lagrella. Don't care about that. I want to hold off on that. You are just Exile Creature. And then we'll just hope that they don't have, more removal. If we get to untap with this, we basically get to just, like, do crimes. Delight of Halfling, Snow Island. Don't want the Halfling. Another land might be alright. No. Alright, let's see. This is enter as a copy. So we can go ahead and have this as a copy with the synthesizer. Praying. I'm praying. Yeet. Let's see. We can do the Marauder, right? Yeah, we could just like do the Marauder, leave 2 open. Yeah. Metamorph is also pretty... You know what? Let's just play our Metamorph. And they exile the partition, but we can recast it next turn. I guess I could have seen that coming. We'll get to do it again next turn. This is 7 mana. Yeah, so... I guess if they have an oppression agent, I'm feeling bad about this. Alright, do a rescry. Dice of Denial is pretty good. Got 4 or 5. They're not casting Kaya yet. But now we can go ahead. Hold a Decisive Denial. How do we want to... I want... I would like to use Witch Enchanter to eventually like blow something up. Doing that with Thassa seems pretty good. Now my Decisive Denial doesn't do anything. Alright. That's the turn. Alright, Synthesizer's gone. Increase the multiverse. You know what? I'll let them have that. They get a Planeswalker. They get Davriel or Karn. Yeah, they get Davriel or Karn. Like, I can play Lagrella. And I can get back whatever creature they take from me. Don't want them to get Kaya. I would love a top deck land because then I could play Witch Enchanter with Decisive Denial. Otherwise, I'm probably just playing the Marauder. Creature of Plains. Where is, buddy? Where is? Would just exile target creature to put. They get. Oh, they got my Metamorph. That's what it is. And then. Sure. Yeah, so now they just have like an 8/8 Old Steel Horror. Cost black less. Yeah, what am I doing? Because Skrelv can attack in... I don't want Kaya being an issue. I guess Kaya is an issue, though. Because then she has the -3. Lagrella also just, like, gives me a thing.
I'm terminating our contract.
They can go ahead and take a redraw here. I actually don't care if they cast. Because then I get just, like, 2 creatures back. Is Breach, like... Yeah, it's a mandatory. Yeah, okay. No, I just, like, get... Oh. Is it worth it to just, like, play out the Witch Enchanter now? Maybe. I would love to start blowing up the rocks. We might have, like, a draw enchantment that I need to worry about. Patient. Let's see. Pass a turn. Yeah.
Nobody deserves these blades.
Oh
more than
yeah, I guess they do
FFXIV.
just like get a token. Nope, they're gonna draw two and then each opponent scries one. Do I need Stola? I don't want Stola right now. Okay. This is...
Quit wasting.
Then... Play Urza. I guess I could play... Thassa. I can just play the witch. Maybe I just play Urza. Oh wait, no, I've got Disciple right here. Yeah, I've got Disciple right here. So let's go ahead. We'll pay the 3 there. Go ahead. We'll play Witch Enchanter. Witch Enchanter comes into play. Blows up. The Curse of Silence. Maybe it is the Curse. Now we can just recast Bella. And like they can exile Witch Chanter thing.
I don't move without knowing my target.
Automaton is a threat. I think I'm looking for something else though. Thoughtseize. Yep, you got me. They can take the Decisive Denial if they want. The Glass Casket is just like a straight up dead card. Like, they just do not want to get rid of the Growl at all. That means that they have to have Wrath plus thing. Okay, yep, that's Lily.
The undead make great.
Lily, sack 2.
And silent.
Big token, I guess. Go to Lotus. Okay. Restoration by Ganjo, also pretty good. We're gonna have to drop Thassa then. Well, what's the play, Lily? What's the play? Because they don't just want to like make a token. It doesn't do a whole lot. Got 1 white mana. I guess that could be a Swords to Plow. Also got like this Network Marauder that we're working on. Okay, yeah, so they're just gonna go ahead and give us
Such an effective
everything. Do I have any reason to play Ligrella right now? I don't want to overplay into a Wrath. They're tapped out, actually. Is there any reason for me to hit them directly? Because of 14. Yes. Okay. This is also a problem, though, because they can't just recast Kaya. They've got 7, 12. Kaya's going to cost 6, 8. So, wait, I don't even have counter magic. Why is that? What? That doesn't matter. That literally does not matter. I can play the Marauder. My Marauder... I leave Skrelv back. Kind of a weird... Return mana value 2 or less. Alright. Well... Actually, you know what? You go to face. That's probably the most important. Probably could have played the Marauder first. Play Thassa. What's that? Thassa doesn't do a lot right now. We're definitely gonna have to play the Ooze. And you know what? Sure. Let's go ahead and blink. At least this way we're just like set up for the future, I guess. Now we can... Ever they try and get back? Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of that tone. Make a counter on it. Make it minus Kaya, put Kaya to 1. No, they're gonna draw instead.
Let me get a read on the situation.
Haywire might... Actually, it goes kind of crazy. Like, that gets rid of the restoration of Iganja before it turns into a problem. Well. Okay.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch
Lose the gas
I'm tired
casket.
of your secrets.
Burke now completely hellbent. I want... We're always playing Eartha. Always going... Here's Haywire Mike. Exile the restoration. And then... Network Marauder 2. I guess Thassa just thinks the Network Marauder. Yep. Alright, so they're gonna get... They do just, like, get 3 cards a turn. Yep, we go ahead. Actually, hold on. Is it worth it? They can't do anything with an Urza, right?
I've always hated cards.
Yeah, they can't do anything with an Urza. At least now we can get it back with the Sun Titan.
I've done my research.
Oop. Urza can attack Lily. Can play Logrella. Put Urza away for later. Let's see, what is this? Just put a counter on a token? We have like 5 of these things. We just like actually get them. We can afford like 2 of them. Vision. Yeah, get rid of Lily. Try and like fight through until we can find something of value to break this open. Ah, shit, yeah. They should just have like a token. Yeah. You know what? I'll call this G. Alright. We'll go ahead and drop everyone off with snow, so go ahead and buckle up, fellas. And then next week, a reminder that it is monthly wife care time. So that means that the Wednesday and the Thursdays are going to be completely shut down, but we should be streaming per normally on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday of next week. Hopefully, I don't have a relapse of my illness. So, folks, we'll catch you all next time. Same hero time, same hero channel. Bye.